Taylor Cocke here. Whispers of the Old Gods is out, and Reddit has started to tear through the expansion. So let's take a look at some of the more interesting decks that are starting to pop up surrounding the new release. So we're going to take a look at NickChipper's Midrange Hunter deck that he's sort of put together on day one of the expansion. It's a deck that's really focused around gaining board control in the early game, abusing some of the death rattle effects, particularly with Princess Huhuran, which is a really fun and interesting name. So let's see how this goes. I am actually kind of a fan of this opening hand, and we got our princess as well. So you know, this is. Let's keep the princess. No, I wouldn't always keep her in this instance, but because we want to check out what she does, and she's actually the only legendary in this deck. Let's just see what she can do here. I'm a big fan of Fiery Bat. I think this card is really quite good. Oh, Living Roots. Okay. This is actually not a great play for Fiery Bat. He's probably just gonna die, but he might kill off the other one, so that's not a big deal. Let's give him a shot. And we got our Infested Wolf, which I think is quite good. We're in a pretty decent spot right now in terms of our opening hand. Oh yeah, there it is. Ooh, he's going all face all the time. Okay. Oh, I see what he's in. Okay, that makes sense. Kill off my fiery bat. So we can take out one of the saplings. Perfect. That's what I like to see. All right, we got a huge toad. Obviously, we have Houndmaster in the deck, so this is going to be a deck that focuses a lot around playing a lot of beasts, very sort of board control focus, very aggro. Whereas I'm fairly certain this, judging by the opening, several Cthulhu. So yes, of course, this is a Cthulhu deck, much like Trump's that we played last turn. Last game. However, the sapling implies a slightly different deck list. I'm going to drop the Animal Companion here, see what we can get. Alright, perfect, great. We got our Misha. We're going to slow down his deck quite a bit here. He would have to, with board, he would have to drop a lot of tempo in order to get through that. There's our Beckoner of Evil. Yep, looks like he's going to trade out 2 minions and his hero power in order to kill the Misha, which is actually quite good for us. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and play my Eaglehorn Bow, sort of get a little bit more board control. We don't have any secrets out at the moment, so I'm just going to kill this and probably hold that next turn unless we get something good. I like that ping. This guy is fairly efficient. Dealing 1 damage to a random enemy and getting a 2/3 body for 2 mana is actually quite valuable. There's our Crazed Worshipper. So that's going to be fun to deal with. This guy's not a beast, so I cannot Houndmaster it. That's kind of a bummer. Alright, let's drop our Infested Wolf. I'm thinking I pass the turn here, considering I can't kill it this turn. So let's move on. I have to try to establish enough board control that I can get aggressive enough to kill the Druid before he gets to his Cthulhu, because the Cthulhu is going to be very, very bad news for the Hunter deck, considering it does not have a whole lot of just straight up removal. We are playing 1 Hunter's Mark in the deck, so if we find that, then the Cthulhu will probably die, but we need to find it. And considering there's only 1, and I have 21 cards left in my deck, it's going to be a bit of a problem. Alright, so I've got a combat trick here. I can Houndmaster and kill this in one go. He's expecting me to have to trade 2 into giving his Cthulhu +2/+2. But let's see if we can get a little bit more out of that. Drop the Houndmaster on this guy, make him a 5/5 taunter. That way he has to trade that in if he wants. We'll go ahead and drop our huge toad. Dive into his... Oh, that was a bit of a misplay, but that's fine. I wish I had kept that weapon for a couple turns longer, just in case I can get a secret and maybe perhaps trade into a minion. It's typically better to kill a minion. Oh, interesting. Okay. Alright, Wrath, he's going to draw a card. Clearing my board. Very interesting. Okay. So what I could do is I could quick shot away that. I kind of want the Savannah High Main in order to get the Death Rattle effect off Princess Huhuran. So hopefully he does not kill off my High Main right away. That would be kind of a bummer. I do have the quick shot in order to kill off the Azure Drake. Oh, swipe. Great. Sweet. Perfect. Just what I like to see. So I think I said about killing it right away is kind of a bummer. Okay. Alright, because I do control because I do control a beast, I could kill this right away with my kill command. You know what, let's go ahead and do that. As I do not feel like letting that thing get any bigger. Trade this into that. Hit him with a nice little hero power and pass the turn. I want to hold on to my quick shot just to get as much value out of it as possible. Hitting him in the face for 3 damage at this point in the game isn't great. So let's see if we can draw a Death Rattle card so we can get the Huhuran going. Maybe something fun. Oh, goodness me. Goodness gracious me. This Cthulhu is getting very, very scary. Alright, here's that freezing trap I was looking for. You know what, let's pop off this guy so he's forced to attack. If he wants to attack, he has to attack into a freezing trap. Oh, that's actually quite bad because now his Cthulhu is going to get bigger. Perhaps a bit of a misplay there. That's quite alright. This is a deck that I have not played a whole lot. And obviously it's early in the season, early in the career of Whispers of the Old Gods here. So he does have the mana to cast Cthulhu. If it's in his hand, he's being a little greedy, looking for something a little bit more fun. However, I am in a very, very bad spot with this deck right now. Maybe I can drop the Knife Juggler to sort of slow down his tempo a little bit, but I highly doubt that I'm going to come out on top of this game. So the problem with what happened here is I wasn't able to create enough board control early on, meaning that he's significantly far ahead of me in terms of both board control and card advantage. I had a few little misplays, nothing too serious, but definitely something that will have set me behind. This is a huge problem for anything trying to face Cthulhu, because if they have 2 mana, that big boy can come out at any time, and that is very, very scary. And I have basically nothing left at this point. I'm almost entirely out of gas. So Abusive Sergeant. Let's give this guy +2/+0 for no reason and move on. So what I could have done here a little bit better was sort of taking more advantage of my a lot of my Death Rattle cards, get a little bit more value. I'm about to take 9 damage here. Hopefully he drops the Cthulhu because I would like to see that thing go off on my face. Direwolf Alpha. So yeah, I'm out of gas. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna drop everything here and let him go ahead and kill me. And goodbye, cruel world. All right, guys, that was Nick Chester. That's a try that again, others. All right, guys, that was NickChipper's Midrange Hunter deck. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find a win with it right away, but it is a deck that seems really solid, especially if you're looking to sort of take the mid-range style of play into Whispers of the Old Gods. So thank you for watching.